Have you only ever experienced toxic relationships? Have you only ever experienced conditional love, abuse and trauma? When we're only used to unhealthy love, this can actually make us fear healthy love. This can make us sabotage a good thing when it comes. Because of our experiences, real love, unconditional love, is actually alien to us. And because of this, because of our experience, because of our past, we can actually sabotage something healthy when it comes into our lives. This is why it's so important to discover our core wounds, to realize our patterns of behavior, to realize our patterns in our relationships, and to open ourselves up to what divine love can be. My name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach and I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse. Something I discovered lately is that, myself anyway, but a lot of us, we actually fear healthy love. We fear to be loved because we've never actually felt it before. We've only ever known conditional love. We've only ever known love that has conditions, that has, a price to pay. We've only ever known toxic love. We've been in abusive narcissistic relationships. And because we were so wounded going into these relationships due to trauma, we've only ever seen toxic love. And for me as well, growing up, my idea of love was a little bit different. Now, don't get me wrong, I did go through a phase, when I was a child. Because you see, right, somebody asked me the question the other day, how can you love yourself, or how can you unconditionally love your inner child if you've never experienced that love yourself? But we're all born with an open heart. We're all born capable of unconditionally loving. But it's actually our upbringing that changes things. And this is what I love about myself personally, or empaths around the world, is that we have suffered as children, but yet we still have held that unconditional love in our hearts. Whereas with the narcissist, it's the other way around. They literally lost all that unconditional love because they turned bitter and aggressive. But this is it. We can feel that love within ourselves and we can exude it towards the world and towards other people. But when it comes to receiving it, it frightens the shit out of us. And as I said, personally, when I was growing up, I won't even say memories. I have some memories of my mother when I was a toddler, and that what she went through was not love. I have seen, I witnessed my dad in relationships when I was a child, and that was not love. That was toxic. So growing up, I only ever saw a vision of toxic love. And I used to see couples and I used to see them looking at each other like they wanted to kill each other. Obviously they settled, or obviously they got married to the wrong partner. And I only ever witnessed this. I was like, this is what love is? That people just marry each other and hate each other? Okay, that's fine. And I never even understood what love could be until I actually met some friends and, they had great relationships. And I was like, wow. I used to actually call their boyfriends aliens because it was such an alien thing to what I'd known. I was like, oh my God, there's nice guys in this world. I was like, whoa, maybe I could have that one day. And that's what I've been doing ever since. When I actually witnessed unconditional love on the outside, I was like, wow, maybe I can have that. So I've been actually effectively healing ever since to make sure that I'm ready for that. Because if we're not ready, the experiences we have in the past would help or would make us attract unhealthy love. And this is what happened for me before I even knew what I was doing. I attracted toxic love into my life. I attracted narcissists, misogynists. You know what I mean? It was all abusive, verbally, physically, all of it. I attracted that kind of love because that's what I witnessed as a child. You know what I mean? So when you've only known a certain thing, that's what you're going to attract. And this is it, us ladies, we kept saying, oh, I love a bad boy. We don't love a fucking bad boy. We're just used to the fucking shit. And then that fucking good guy comes in and they're like all nice to you and you're like, ew, what do you want? Ew, he's giving me the ick, he's too nice. This is what we do. And that's the thing. It's just so alien. And the concept of if you've been hurt so many times by people, you find it hard to trust. So if somebody's actually nice to you, now this doesn't have to be romantic, if somebody's nice to you, you're like, what do you want? What do you want? Like, you think it's conditional. And that's it. Because of our childhood trauma, and then because of the toxicity within a narcissistic relationship, where our inner child is literally so vulnerable, so scared, that everyone then, after that relationship ends, is like out for something. And I'm just at the edge of coming out of that, because everything for ages there. You see, I relapsed with a family member. My dad turned narcissistic, and like I had to walk away because it was after depleting my energy. So I went to really, really, really badly relapse, and I went to the worst state I've ever been in my life. And after that, I couldn't even trust myself. I was so disconnected from my soul divine. I had a fear-based entity attached to me. I was just, trusting people was not a thing. So anytime somebody was nice to me, I'd freak out. I'd be like, oh my God, is this a scam? Anytime anyone say nice things on a text message, is this a scam? Do they want money? This was all that came into my head. It's like when people were being nice, I was like, no. I have to keep these people at arm's length. They're gonna do me over. They're gonna fuck me up, like. And that's not true at all. These people were actually just being nice. So it actually took for me a long time to kind of accept that people weren't all toxic. You know what I mean? Because I'd gone back into such a childlike state, and I was just so afraid of everyone again. And that's it. We're afraid of nice. We're afraid of unconditional love. We're afraid to be loved. And I didn't even realize this till the other day. Like, obviously, I knew about my trust issues, and I knew that there was, I've been slowly but surely letting people back into my life. But the other day when I sat with stuff and I was like, what is wrong? Like, I know I'm worthy of love. Then why the fuck am I not, attracting in that healthy love? And it's because I realized I have a one-way system in my heart. I literally can give love, but I can't receive it. And I was like, why can't I receive it? And I was like, I came to the realization, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to let somebody love me. And that doesn't even mean romantic. That's friendship as well. Like, I'm afraid to let anyone in anymore because of what I've been through. And this is it. And a lot of times then, if something good comes in, we self-sabotage. We fuck up, we run away, we listen to the fears, we listen to the doubts, and we literally fuck up the best thing that's about to happen to us. And, thankfully, I'm aware of my emotions and my feelings and my tendencies. And I've helped friends and clients with this, to overcome self-sabotage when they're happy ever after came. It's just like, don't fuck this up. You're you know what I mean? Like, this is what you're thinking is based on your past. It's not happening again. This is real. You need to get out of your own way, kind of thing. So I was aware of it, when I met my twin flame and stuff like that. I, may have self-sabotaging tendencies, and thankfully I didn't. But at the same time, all my triggers came up and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, am I energetically fucking pushing this away? Because that can happen too. My fear and my heart blocks is energetically blocking love from coming into my life because of my past trauma, because I'm afraid of alien love. I'm afraid of unconditional love. And that's it. And I can embody it. I can give it. I've had it in my heart my whole life to share. So I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to love myself now, which is beautiful. But I'm still scared. I'm still scared to let somebody into my life. I'm still scared to be loved. And that's not nice. You know what I mean? Our purpose on this planet is to love and be loved and to spread that word to humanity. This is what we're here for, especially the twin flame journey. Twin flames are on this planet to show humanity that unconditional love is real. Do you know what I mean? And that if we do that fucking work and that healing, we won't sabotage the healthy love, the happy love that comes into our lives. This is the whole objective. Love is the secret to everything. This is it. Our mission is love. This is all there is for us, is to spread love, because love it's the key to every single thing in our lives. If we live in love, everything flows beautifully. And my life is flowing beautifully because I live in an unconditionally loving energy towards everything around me. But I still have that trap door. I still have that door, that block, that one-way system. And I'm working on that every single day. But I keep asking myself, why the fuck are we so scared? We're scared because of our past. We're scared because of, we invited in toxicity in our previous relationships. We're afraid that we'll invite that in again. But this is not possible. And I keep telling myself this, it's not fucking possible. Because the person who created or who attracted toxic love into her life does not exist anymore. That version of me does not exist. And she can never exist again because I'm never going back. Do you know what I mean? I'm not, no. You know what I mean? So I am embodying a healthy, high vibration energy. I have high self-worth now. I love myself now. So I know I'm attracting in healthy relationships, romantic, friendship, otherwise. So I know I cannot fail. But there's still that little seed of doubt within me saying, it cannot happen. Is it real? Will I have my happy ever after? You know what I mean? Like, there's still that doubt there. And it's like, why? Why are we, and that's a sabotaging behavior. It's to go back to that. And I've healed so much of my inner child. And it's an ongoing process. It never really ends when you're nurturing your inner child because she's always going to be there. He's always going to be there. But, why do we still feel that? Why do we still feel so unworthy? And it's because of the words and actions of our previous partners. It's because of the actions of our parents. And it's sad. It's really fucking sad to think that someone can make you feel so fucking shitty. So shitty that you believe it. I spent my whole life believing I wasn't worthy of love. Unconsciously. Until I discovered inner child healing, I didn't know that I felt this way. But I felt my whole life that my mother didn't love me and that I wasn't deserving of unconditional love. That's fucked up, Because how could, I'll go back to the inner child here again because it's all about the inner child. We are effectively, unconsciously, our inner child blames themselves for what happened when we were young. A child, an innocent fucking toddler who can barely speak, is blaming themselves for their parents' behaviour. That's fucked up. And that's why reparenting your inner child is so important. We're here to tell our inner child ourselves that it wasn't our fault. Our parents didn't choose substances or make bad decisions or have a lack of affection because of us. They did that because of their own upbringing and their own parents. And that's, that's not good for us, obviously, but that doesn't, what I'm saying is it was never our fault and it was never our parents' fault and it was never their parents' fault. They just passed down the toxicity, really. And that's why we're here. We're here to break that cycle. We're here to make sure the future generations don't feel the way we fucking did. And that's it. This is such importance of doing our own inner healing, is so that our future children do not fucking feel the way we did. Can you imagine an actual real child in front of you? Can you picture your own self when you were a child? Sitting there going, what did I do wrong? I'm not lovable. That's really heartbreaking. And I know we're feeling that now because of our own experiences. But isn't it so important that we stop it here? You know what I mean? And prevent future children from feeling the way we did. This is what it's all about. So this is why it's so important to introspect and understand why we fear love. And that is based on our past relationships and our upbringing. If we can heal when, not if. You can heal. We all have the power to heal. We all do. If you say you can't heal, you're effectively saying you won't. Because every single person on this planet can heal. I'm not sure about narcissists, but every single empath anyway can heal. But that's the thing. If you say I can't, you're saying I won't. You're refusing it because we are powerful spiritual beings living a human experience. We can manifest and do anything we choose. So if you're saying I can't heal, you're saying I choose not to. So that's a choice, because every single one of us can heal. So this is all about coming back to your heart, nurturing your inner child so completely that you don't feel worthless or unworthy of love anymore. And that when that healthy divine love does come into your life, that you're ready and that you won't run, and that you won't sabotage. This is what it's all about. It's time to open that one-way system and make it a two-way system. That's what we need to do. And it all starts with loving, reparenting and nurturing your inner child. And that will help you love and nurture yourself. But one thing to remember, this is another thing actually that I was reminded of. The people who abused us, they're unevolved human beings. Their opinion does not matter. Also, they picked on the best parts of ourselves. So anything they made us feel small about was actually our biggest achievement or our biggest talent. So when you think about it that way, everything they fucking said was false. This is going to move you forward better. Understand that you will not attract those kind of toxic relationships into your life again because you have evolved into your best version. And you will attract in that high vibrational match to you because you have done your healing. So this is important. Nurture your inner child, nurture your heart, and know that you are worthy of love. Don't be afraid of it. I'm telling myself this as well. Don't be afraid of it because it's magical. And you know the feeling you get when you love unconditionally? It's the most otherworldly, magical feeling in the world. And if it feels so good to love unconditionally, can you imagine what it would be like to be loved unconditionally? Double that magic. You know what I mean? So if we feel this good now being able to give love, imagine what it's going to be like when we have it. Do you know what I mean? We're afraid of something so magical and so beautiful. And we shouldn't be. Because we deserve it. You deserve it. We really do. We're not on this journey for no reason. The purpose of all our lives is to love and be loved. We just need to be ready. That's all. We need to be ready so we don't self-sabotage. We need to know that we are worthy. We need to know that the past won't repeat itself. We need to know that we are evolved into our best selves and we will attract that divine love into our lives. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of it because it is magical. Do you know, if it's magical to feel it, to give it, it's going to be more magical to receive it. So do that work, nurture your inner child, love yourself, and that love will gravitate towards you because you do deserve it. You really do. And trust that it will be okay. It will work out because this is your destiny. So thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you'd like help on your journey, please book me for a discovery call today, and I'd love nothing more than to help you on your path.